Buenos días. Buenos días. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Madrid. Welcome to Telefónica. My name is Pablo Rodriguez, and I'm the research director for Telefónica R&D, and I also run the lab in Barcelona for Internet and Multimedia for Telefónica Digital. It's a pleasure to join you all here in this second networking summit. The first one happened last year around the future of Internet. We looked at things related to peer-to-peer content distribution and network economics. And this year we decided to focus it on the wireless and mobile and these technologies. This is a summit that what we try to do is open up a debate around where we think the world will be moving in the next decade. Sometimes, you know, this is too far-fetched, but we say that the best way to predict the future is to invent it and open the discussion to everybody. So I think that's why we try to bring a mix of academics, industry, and innovation companies, and I'm bringing here for a couple of days. So thank you very much for making the effort. This year we try to focus on wireless. I think this is the first year that the number of sales of mobile phones plus tablets, it's greater than the number of PCs. So the world is turning mobile, and there are certainly a number of interesting issues to look at. We have a packed agenda with 3 sessions today and 2 tomorrow, ranging from how to manage wireless spectrum, the coexistence of 2G, 3G, and 4G, the interplay between applications and the network, or how we're going to move from quality of service to a quality of experience, which is what really the customers care about. We have sessions where we try to make sure we left some room for both the speakers to answer questions. So there's going to be 20-minute talks plus 10-minute questions and answers. And then at the end of every session, we made half an hour for discussion with the audience. So I really encourage you to participate, engage, and hopefully after those half an hour slots, we'll be able to get some action points that will take away. In terms of logistics, there is a free Wi-Fi. It's called Network Summit, and it's open. There is no password. And we'll have coffee breaks, and we'll have lunch outside. So you don't have to suffer the cold that we're suffering these days. And without further ado, I wanted to introduce to you Enrique Blanco. Enrique Blanco used to be the CTO for Spain, and now is the global CTO for Telefónica. So I want you to hear from him directly some of the introduction, welcome, and the challenges that we as Telefónica are facing. So Enrique, thank you.
Thank you very much, Pablo. So good morning. Welcome to Madrid, first of all. Welcome to the Telefónica headquarters, and for someone, welcome at home again. It's a pleasure. As you know, I'm the new global CTO from Telefónica. It's a pleasure. I am really honored and proud of introducing this event. It's really very important for us. I would like first of all to thank you all for coming here to discuss openly about the technology that we'll be using in the next 10 years. This is a really very exciting discussion. Secondly, I wish that the discussion were really useful for us to have the option to understand, to hear, to really know which are your researching, your new subject that is quite useful. So as well to provide you with our needs and worries about technology. But please do not forget that all these discussions, they need to be oriented to the customer necessities in the future. This is, I think, the key. My experience in Spain, working together and enjoying the technology and the operation, it is maybe the right technology. This is what that finally the customer are using, and they are finally choosing. This is the key. Don't forget it. It is really very important. Discussing about technology now is quite interesting. I will say even exciting. We are in a moment of a dramatic change of our network. We are evolving more things now than in the past maybe 10 years. Even if you think you can perceive, we perceive that we are in a new era. We are in a new age. We are changing dramatically our network, and our customers are changing dramatically our behavior. So if you look what we are doing now, we are evolving and we are mixing the deployment of the FTTH and the fiber together with the evolution of the mobile networks, going very fast to the LTE technologies. If you look today in Spain, for instance, and even in Telefonica, and you are trying to identify which are the percentages that we are using for the transformation of the networks and the legacy network, maybe you are in a 30% using the legacy and the 70% of our total capex being used for the new transformation of the network. This is fiber and radio, especially radio in 3G evolving and the LTE technology, 30 and 70%. If you look which is the amount of the capex and the investment at Telefonica, for instance, who is in 25 countries, and we have more than 300 million of customers, this is a huge amount of effort in terms of the financial and in terms of money. One of the key evolution areas is the mobile access. This is maybe the key issue of this summit. A clear step that we identified is the LTE implementation. Another is the increase of the coverage of the mobile broadband for attending the smartphone demand. The smartphone is changing the life. Could you imagine what could be with a young customer, a young guy, without the smartphone? Could you imagine how will be your life without your tablet or your smartphone? It is really difficult, so really difficult. We need to increase our performance. We need to increase the capability, the capacity, and the speed using small cells. Small cells, it is one of the key issues that we need to define to be going faster and cheaper to improve the coverage and the quality of experience of our customers. We need to implement new technologies more efficient and performant, for instance, with the HPA. This is our goal. We need to continue implementing and improving our network using all the tools and all the levers that the technology put in our hands for satisfy our customers. This is really our target, our goal. And of course, continue identifying which could be the better options to implement, to improve, to give much more capability to our backhaul. When we talk about backhaul, we do not identify the classical. We are thinking especially what we need to do in terms of the LTE implementation of the backhaul. With this scenario, in terms of FTTH, LTE, small cells, HPI, and so on, if you combine all of this with the different situation that we have with our 25 different operations, different countries, different competence, different market share, different capabilities, different legacy, and you add to our 300 million of customers, this is our principal challenge, so you can understand that we are in front of a very huge and exciting task. All my team and myself, of course, we are of the opinion that this challenge should be addressed for many different actions. We know today which are the technology that we have, and maybe which will be the technology that we have in the next 2 years, but it's not possible to go for all the technologies together in parallel. It is impossible in terms of the financial effort. We need to be sure that from the network, from the technology, we really define which is the right mix to give the right service that the customer are really identifying that it is covering all the necessities. This is the key. Which will be the final mix, which will be the final technology, which will be the mix that we are really sure that could be covering the customer necessities and with a much more efficient way to try to be sure that we are investing exactly at the right investment. So this is maybe the key of all of us today. Finally, a request for all of us, for all of you, please be brave and propose and discuss disrupting ideas. We know what to do maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, but we don't know really what to do in the next 5 years. And that it is really very important for all of us to open the discussions, be sure that all the disruptive ideas that you put on the table will be very well accepted. This is one of the main issues that we are expecting today, we're waiting today for all of you. Be happy in Madrid, it's a wonderful city. I know this afternoon we have dining in maybe the center of Madrid. It's maybe one of the much more exciting restaurant in Madrid. Enjoy. I know very well this area. I was born in Madrid. It's maybe one of the better restaurants in Madrid. Enjoy. And please, I finish with my first thinking. Don't forget, this is not a technological driven market. This is a customer driven market. And the technology could be good if this is a very good lever for cover the customer necessities. When you think in technology, please do not forget that you need to think in customer. And only if you have a very good marriage between customer and technology, the successful is sure. If you don't do that, there is just only paper and technology. Thank you very much. Enjoy.